What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? This is the 6th week of my contest prep, which means I'm about 6.5, 7 weeks out from my actual contest. I'm going to be doing men's physique, and hopefully I'll be competing somewhere around 5 to 7% body fat. Now, this episode has a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. First off, I'm weighing in at 202 pounds, which is a steady decline. We've been making a steady decline every week, and therefore I'm not going to change the calories this week. I do feel like next week, you know, after this week has passed, and then we start the next week, I feel like that week we will need to decrease by 100 calories or so, but of course I will update you guys as always on that. Now, as far as my cardio goes, I'm still making gains, I'm still making progress, I'm still getting shredded and cut by doing 20 minutes of stairs at a medium to high level intensity for 20 to 25 minutes every day. I'll tell you guys when I do increase that, or if I change it to HIIT, if I need to, you know, kick up my fat loss, but currently it's been doing really well, so I haven't seen a reason to change what's not broken. You know, that's a famous quote, so don't change something that's not broken, right? Why would I? If you feel like you're stagnating in your fat loss, you can either, like we've always been talking about this whole contest prep, you can either drop your calories a little bit by maybe 100 calories or so and see if that helps you start to lose more fat, or you can kick in 2 HIIT days, so that's 2 high intensity interval cardio training days. If you don't know what HIIT is, do a Google search on it, it'll come up immediately, you'll learn how to do it. Basically, it's 30 seconds of sprinting, 30 seconds of walking, that's 1 interval, and you can do those for about 10 to 15 intervals, and you can do that twice a week. That'll really kick up your fat loss if you're at a plateau. So I went to a competition yesterday to support a friend of mine, but I also was able to check out kind of who my competition is going to be. Of course, those same guys are not going to be in my competition, maybe a few of them, but not all of them. But it gets me a good idea because it's 7 weeks out, it's a competition that has the same exact groups and classes that mine will have, and it's in the same exact spot, same venue. So these are going to be, you know, at least it'll give me a good idea of what I'm looking at. And from what I saw, it looks like, you know, most of the guys I could probably beat, and then there's like 2 or 3 from each class that are just like looking sick. And that's always how it is, in my opinion. That's how it's always been whenever I watch a men's physique competition, or even like a girl's bikini or figure, something like that. I always see, like, you know, some pretty good looking people, and that's like the class, and then there's like 1, 2, or 3 people that are just like killing it, looking diamond cut, looking really like thin and dry and whatnot, and those people who are going to be hard competition. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna place, I don't know if I'm gonna do great or bad, but I don't even care. Honestly, it's just a fun thing to do. It's fun to follow a passion of yours and get ready and do it, and hopefully motivate and inspire people that are watching you. All that stuff is more rewarding to me than even winning could possibly be. So it's kind of just like me doing it for me and you guys. So it's been a while since I've talked about any injuries that I've sustained, but that's because luckily I haven't had that many injuries. But just recently I started to have a little pain in my elbow. Now this is my left elbow. I don't know why I looked at my right elbow. It's my left elbow. When I'm doing like free weights, skull crushers, or even when I'm doing cables, but mostly when I'm doing free weights, overhead dumbbell tri extensions or something, and I can feel it light up in my left elbow. And basically this is just like tendonitis. It's just some inflammation going on in the elbow, and it really hurts. So what I have to do when that happens, this happens pretty often, I have the same recurring injuries that come and go. When I get these elbow pains, I have to stay off of free weights and go over to cables. And the reason why basically is just because with free weights you're having to do so much stabilization that if you have any inflammation in your elbow, it's gonna light it up. But with cables, because the constant stress is always there, you're never having to stabilize. You're just pulling from one axis, the pivot from wherever the pulley is, and you're just pushing. This allows me to put a lot more pressure, a lot more stress and strain into my muscle instead of into my joint. And I feel like a lot of free weight stuff is a lot more damaging to your joints than it is when you use a cable. And I'm not saying that cables are better, but I'm just saying when I get injured, whenever I have like a shoulder problem, elbow problem, wrist problem, I can always do better when I limit the amount of mobility and the amount of free weight movement and I just go over to cables or machines and don't have to worry about the stabilization. So basically over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be really careful with my elbows, really try to baby it, use a lot of cables, almost all cables exclusively, and then as I feel like my elbow's getting better, I'll go into the free weights and I'll test it. I'll see if it feels better, and if it doesn't feel ready, then I'll continue with the cables. But if it does feel good, then I'm able to transition right back into what I was doing. But I don't feel like it's causing me any muscle loss. I don't feel like it's causing my physique any regression. I feel like we're always moving forward right now, and hopefully I don't get sick. I tend to always get sick towards the end of my cuts, and then I just lose all this muscle mass. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time around.
All right, so look at this. I'm just finishing up my leg day, doing calves. And over here we got the whole bro crew all decked out in BTW. BT dubs, baby. BT dubs. Woo! And then flying over here, a little bit of BT dubs. So we're all just broing down over here in St.
So there's the episode, there's the update of my physique, how it's going this week, how it's going in relation to, my contest that's coming up in 7 weeks. I hope I'm helping you guys out with this. I know a lot of you are following along with the cut as far as the diet goes and the cardio goes, so I really hope I'm able to help you guys. If you have any questions at all, leave them the questions below. I will eventually get them. If you want more detailed of an answer, or if you want an answer quicker, I do offer consultations on my website, beyondtheweek.com. You'll see a 45-minute consultation for $30, and basically you can take 45 minutes of my time and just ask me any questions. It's just you and me. We'll answer anything. We'll answer, what you think about your macros, or what I think about your workouts, or if I think you should do this, that, the other. We'll go through everything, and hopefully it's able to help you. I've done a couple so far. I've done about 4 or 5, and people have just been so stoked. So I'm really glad that, I'm offering a product that not only I want to do for people, but people also want to receive from me. So that's really cool. So you may not know this, but what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take this video that I just recorded, I'm gonna edit it for about an hour, and then I'm gonna go straight over to the gym as soon as I upload the video. So it's gonna be uploading as I'm driving to the gym. When you watch this video at first today, it's probably gonna be during my first or second work set, because by that point it will just have uploaded. Also, the annotations won't be live yet. I know I get a lot of comments, people from going, they tell me like the annotations aren't ready, they aren't clickable. I know, it's because I'm at the gym working out while this got uploaded, and I'll put the annotations on later. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I love each and every one of you. I want to connect with each and every one of you, so leave a comment. We'll get a little conversation going. We'll get to know each other a little bit more. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Team Beyond the Week. Lift heavy or die, Myron.